So we maintain an entrepreneurial mindset at Web Mechanics just very naturally. I am a lifelong entrepreneur, my partner is a lifelong entrepreneur. We're very hands-on in the business and we deal with people and they just inherit those traits.
We have tech talks on a monthly or every other month basis. We encourage our employees to attend various tech conferences across the country and even outside the country. Facilities that people work in are very open and collaborative, and that really helps to foster those ideas and build an entrepreneurial company.
I think I keep an entrepreneurial mindset because I learned a valuable lesson. Don't look at the top of the staircase, look at the first step. Figure out how I'm gonna get on that first step. And then when I hit the first step, figure out how I'm gonna do the second step.
You know, being a business owner, it's just expected that something's gonna unexpectedly happen to you, and you just have to be prepared. If it's a mistake, learn from it. If it's some growing pains, you just kinda have to take it for what it is, and you have to fix it, or you have to accept it, and then you just try to perfect it the next time.
When something sets us off our path, the one thing that we find to be critical is to be transparent and to be honest and open and share with the right parties exactly what's happening and what our intentions are.
The world kind of changes on us, so we're very good at being ahead of the game. We really pride ourselves on kind of navigating things as we see them instead of reacting to what the world drives to us.
When a strong wave knocks me off a surfboard, it would be very much about just getting right back on, working through the process of dealing with how we got to where we are now, knowing our success rate to this point is 100%, and working out how we're going to get to that next step.
We do fail, we do get knocked down, and when we get knocked down, we regroup by taking a look at the people that are benefiting from the work that we're doing and our donors and our friends and our supporters are allowing us to do. And that gives us perspective to fight harder and to come back and do a better job.
Over the years, what we are constantly working on is always looking back at what we do well, what we could improve on, always reviewing our practices to see how we can create more efficiencies.
Most of our team's very resilient. We kind of recognize failure is going to happen even more than success. So I think we look at it more of just how do you come up with a better plan once you are knocked down instead of worrying about, why did that happen?
Overexpansion is one of the leading causes of businesses failing. A lot of people bite off more than they can handle. I definitely recommend calculating your risk prior to getting into something.
The best piece of advice I've ever received about running a fast growth company came from my mom. And that was to kill people with kindness and never burn a bridge. You never know when somebody will be recycled and show up again in your future. Even if you have issues, they're happy to work with you again.
Nothing's going to be perfect, so just expect some bumps in the road and just take it for what it is. Any problem, issue, good or bad arises, just take it for what it is, fix it, and it's just a moment in time and it will pass.
The best piece of advice that I have received, always to look ahead and never look over my shoulder. When you look over your shoulder, you become distracted. This way, looking ahead, you keep your eye on the prize and you're more likely to reach your goal.
Whenever, there's something that's wrong, whether, in business or something, I'm going to work hard. You're going to see me in the office all the time so that we can change things and make it better.
As a fast-growing company, I see that the emerging technologies that we need to adapt to stay in the market and to be the market leader. Constant learning and constant training to the employees to upgrade their skills is a key factor.
The best piece of advice that we've received as to growing a fast growth company is very much to make sure that everybody is aligned, everybody's in a position, knows what they need to be doing every day, and comes in and gets the job done.
To keep it simple, right? We don't have to do magic tricks, we don't have to be very particularly awesome. All we need to do is just nail the basics and nail the fundamentals every day, and it turns out okay.
You're going fast, so to see the curves in the road, if you can't anticipate them, there's one just ahead. You need to know where things are turning before they start to turn so that you can change the direction if you need to keep the company moving in the right direction.
Some of the best advice I've gotten is focusing on the culture of the company, making sure you stay really true to your core values. We focus on making sure that the people we hire are really great, and then also making sure we mentor the people once they're there and help them to be the best they can be.
Customer focus, and we always see how our people can help customers to resolve problems and think in their mindset how we can address the solved problems.
When failures do hit, what you need to do is kind of regroup. Hopefully you have a great support system. As long as you're learning from failures, that is probably the best experience that you can have.